Let me know if y'all can hear me. CB, I'm trying to add you on now. All right. Yo.
Trill, what's good?
What's happening, man?
Not much, man.
Yeah, I had to run outside.
You all right?
I had some technical difficulties. Somebody had an accident right in front of my house.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Hope everything okay.
yeah. I had to run outside to take care of that right quick, but we back on here.
Got you.
So what's going on, man? What's going on down in your neck of the woods, man? What happened with that?
Man, nothing much, man. It's we on the grind. The box is in the lab. We making some changes for 2024. So we got some things coming for next year, man. I think it's gonna be real big.
Right. Yeah, I can't speak too tough on my car. My car been in the paint shop since September. So
Oh man.
yeah, I ain't
Yeah.
pushing it too tough. I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying, rush. You can't rush perfection, you know.
True.
But we definitely got some stuff going on. But yeah, man, I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, get stuff started off. You know, a lot of people that follow me, you know what I'm saying, they know about big room culture, you know what I'm saying, about the racer side of it, but they don't know what goes into it, you know. They just see
Right.
a few people, you know what I'm saying, around here, like in the 804 area, Trap, Stickman Jack, you know what I'm saying, all of them boys, you know what I'm saying, Butt Naked, all of them, those guys are pretty much like the pioneers, in which what started big rim racing around here. They
Right.
they see the cars, but they don't really know, you know what I'm saying, the backstory and behind, you know, how it evolved up here, you know what I'm saying, and
Right.
what's the direction that's going up here.
Stickman Jack Pioneer.
Oh, definitely. Him, I am Mr. Thompson. Who else? Jay with the Camaro.
Yeah.
DB Black Trans in the Grand National he had. Them guys was, I'm not gonna say they were ahead of their time, but they were like the jump start of what we got going on now,
Yeah.
for sure.
Definitely.
For sure. So tell the people a little bit about yourself, man. Like, where you from?
From North Carolina, Hereford, North Carolina, uh, Belvedere, Beach Springs, that part. Um, Pretty much that's where I'm from, man. I actually lived in Virginia Beach, for a little while too, when I went to ATI. So I worked up there at the dealerships or whatever for a few years.
I remember in high school, ATI tried to. They came in to the auto tech class and was speaking to everybody about coming out there. And I know a few homies that went out there and they succeeded in their careers working on cars and things of that nature. So yeah,
Yeah, and that's how I met a lot of guys, man, from up your way. A lot of my classmates from up that way, Maryland, DC, Richmond. I met a lot of good guys, man, that I still network to this day.
that's good. That's good, man. So how did you what made you get into cars? What made you get into racing and all of that?
Man, so I grew up around cars all my life, basically. And man, just growing up, listening to my uncles. All my uncles always talked about, racing back in the day, and they always had these muscle cars and whatnot, man. And even like when Suffolk Raceway was open, back in like the late '80s, I would go with my dad and my uncles, man, and just watch them race. Then I have an older cousin that's real big and successful in it, and so basically, man, just being around it, just watching them, and just pretty much got a love for it, man. So I decided to take it on myself.
Oh, you got your adrenaline rush. How long you been racing?
Man, it's crazy. I started racing when I was like 18, and so basically I started racing when I was 18. I probably raced for like 6 years strong. I still have it. My first car was 72 Dodge Dart, with a big block. And my dad bought me that car when I was like 14, man. And it was a project I worked on from the time I was 14 till I was 19. I finished it. And then, but from the time I was 18 up to for about 6 years, I raced heavy. And then life started, man.
Yeah.
Kids started coming, family. you know, house and things of that nature. And so it's kind of, I put it up. I put it up for 14 years, man. And just, you know, just took some time out, never really got back into it. You know, I always, you know, like watched racing and got involved, but I didn't have a car out there until like the last 2 years. I decided, let me throw something together, man. Let's get back out here and have some fun.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. I got into cars probably. I want to say I jumped out there off the porch early. I was like 13, and how I got
Yeah.
there was my older brother. He had a
Hmm.
Acura Integra slam.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no race car, it wasn't no fast car, none of that. But when I tell you that motherfucker had some hit in it, that motherfucker had
Right.
hit in that motherfucker. And so that motherfucker, he threw me out there in the yard one day. He was like, "You like this shit? You like how it look? You like how it sound?" I'm like, "Hell yeah."
Yeah.
Motherfucker threw me to the wolves. The motherfucker unhooked every wire in that motherfucker and said, "I'm about to go to the store. I have it hooked up when I got back."
Oh yeah.
Bro,
Oh yeah.
been locked in.
They put you through boot camp.
Oh yeah, threw me through boot camp quick, Um, you know what I'm saying? Then it just me evolving, I'm like how J. Cole say the middle child. I'm like big bro and little bro all at once, you know what I'm saying, as far as being the
Right.
um I done did I done damn near did almost everything. Well, at least put my hands in almost everything from imports to old schools to trucks to
Got you.
like I done almost did everything, especially being from, you know what I'm saying, like Roxborough, Brunswick County area, everything is like
Right.
it's all country out there, so you don't got too
Right.
much to do other than either if you ain't in the street life, you messing with cars trying to show off, and
Fact.
you know what I'm saying. But yeah, that's pretty much.
Fact.
And as you see behind me, you know what I'm saying, things don't change too much. I still got
Right.
a magazine. And I'm a real car dude. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right. Right.
this real life for me. You know what I'm saying? But
Hey, I could definitely relate, man.
oh,
I could definitely relate for real.
most definitely. So tell me about the box, man. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying. Tell me about the car.
All right. So basically, I get a lot of people ask me like, you know, what's up, like, far as how the car started, like how this idea started.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, man, I had no intention on building the junkyard box to do what I'm doing right now. Basically, I bought the car as a parts car for another box that I've been working on for some years.
Mm-hmm.
And so basically what happened, man, is I bought the car for parts. I used the parts that I needed, and I put the car up for sale. And I kind of like put a post up saying, "Hey, look, you know, if anybody need any parts, whatever, let me know. Just make me an offer." Nobody, you know, it was kind of like I sold the spare tire for $15. You know what I mean? That was it. And everything else is, you know, people was like, "Hey, look, um, I need this part. Can you take it off? You know what I mean? Can you take it off of me?" And I guess they wanted me to give it to them. So it just kind of sat for a little while, man. I just kind of put it in the back. And one day, man, it was I was sick with the flu. I was out for like a week, and I just went in the garage, just kind of looked around. And I was like, man, yo, I got this car. You know, it's rusted out. It's a little rough, but they're getting hard to find. So it's kind of like I'm looking around the garage, and I'm like, yo, I got a motor over here. I have a transmission over here. You know, I got a brand new set of wheels on the showroom floor. You know, I got these parts here, these parts over here. You know, so it was funny because I called up one of my buddies, Trent Owens from Melting Pistons.
Mm-hmm.
I called him up and gave him the idea, like, hey man, how about, you know, we get together. I got this car, man. I need some help. We're gonna try to throw it together for a King of the Street race that was at Northeast Dragway. We got a month to put it together. So how about you guys, if I can get you guys help to put this thing together and let's try to make it for this race? And he was like, man, I'm game. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we kind of, you know, we got together, man, and we kind of just went to work on it. And we actually did put the car together in a month, but we had a few little bugs here and there, and we didn't get to actually race it within a month. So we waited to the next year, to the next track season, man, and we came out and basically made some junk work.
Right. I definitely can understand that. You know what I'm saying? You pretty much started with nothing, and here you are now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And it take a
yeah,
feel like it happened overnight type but
Right.
they don't know the backstory that go behind half these bills that go on these cars.
Yeah, for real. I mean, it happened quick, man. It happened real quick.
Oh yeah, yeah. So what's the setup in that car?
So it's a big block.
Mm.
It's a big block Chevy. Um, I mean, it's a big block Chevy, 496.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people look at it, they see it looks big in there, man. And it's based off of 454, but it's a 496. And I get a lot of people looking at it and they swear out it's like a 632 or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or 500 cubic inch, but nah, it's a 496. It's a motor, a combination I kind of put together. It's a street motor for real, for real. All the racing that you've seen of the Junkyard Box has been all just natural aspirated. We haven't even shot it yet, man. So it's a lot left in it.
Oh yeah, most
So,
definitely, most definitely. It's out of so what's some of the who are some of the people like around here that you've raced that you would say that you know have been, I'm not gonna say a close call, but it's been like I can feel it, like she want to go there.
so once I with this setup here, this setup here that's in it now is different from last year. I had a small block last year, and I had the big block this
That
year.
was you had the small
Um,
Grudge Street, right?
you said what?
At the Grudge Street at VMP when I went down the track with y'all.
Yeah, that was a small block.
Okay.
That
Okay.
was small. So it was night and day between the performance of the two.
Right.
So with this setup, and that was a small block all motor. With this setup, big block all motor. Um, man, I mean, I don't know. I've lined up against a lot of different people, man. And how can I say this, man? I mean, I guess I was able to gauge myself to see where I'm at.
Right.
And I kind of feel good with where I'm at because again, it's all motor, and basically everybody I'm running is either twin turbo, single turbo, or nitrous. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm running all motor, and I'm honestly, I can't say. I mean, I haven't been beat by much when I have been beat. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and we had some good runs, man. The last run was against Scooby. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We took the belt. He took the belt against child support, but that was my last time running. Um, and before that, I lined up against a few of the guys, man. But again, with it being all motor against the other motors with power adders, man, you know, I felt like the car did, you know, do real good. So I'm just looking forward to next year.
Oh yeah, most definitely. 2024 will be a good year. Most definitely.
Yeah,
So what
yeah.
out of all, I guess, the configurations of motors that you could put together in a box Chevy, what made you go with the big block route versus everything else?
So basically, like I said, I started off with the small block, and it just wasn't enough, man. That just wasn't enough. Literally, I mean, I had look foot to the floor, and I need more. I need a little bit more. I need a little bit more.
Right.
And so, however, just sitting down, just thinking how the track is set up. All right, I'm mainly you got quarter mile and you have eighth of a mile. Mainly, I'm gonna be running eighth of a mile. You know what I mean? Most of the events that we run is gonna be eighth of a mile. So basically, nothing against. I mean, you know, everybody run what they want to run, whether it's supercharged or you turbo. But I mean, honestly, turbo cars, I mean, they don't really get. I mean, they don't have power, but they gonna really when they really get to riding,
They out.
it's at the end of the eighth of a mile.
Yeah, they're at the back door with theirs.
Yeah,
Nitrous
yeah,
cars is gonna get you through the 8 mile, and now you got a turbo car gonna have to work to
yeah,
on the big end. But
yeah.
the
So
real race gonna be after the 8 mile to that quarter.
right. So my logical thinking here is, if I could build a motor, the torque's strongest motor I can build to come out to try to get out the gate and get that power right now. And then, you know what I'm saying, I haven't even sprayed it yet. And
Right.
so now shoot it and get there as fast as I can rather than building up and picking up that momentum at the end. If I can hook and get you out the gate, I got you.
A lot. Most big blocks are like that.
Exactly.
I like that.
That's why I did it.
Yeah. So what's some things that you bring into the big room culture that I say a lot of people. I'm not even gonna say a lot of people can't bring to the table, but what's something specific about Junkyard Box and CB Tire that's you know what I'm saying that you bring to the table?
So basically, I feel like, as far as the uniqueness of what I bring with the junkyard box is just, just that if you see the car, I mean, it's just that ground up grind look. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, everybody want to come out and look good.
Right.
Everybody want to come out with the best looking wheels and look good. Um, and I love to do that. But with this particular car here, I wanted to do something different. Being that it was something that I was just throwing together. I kind of keeping that same momentum, as far as the look and basically just, it kind of represent the struggle a little bit. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, because it ain't always been, I have resources now, and I have knowledge and resources now, but it hasn't always been. I'm steady learning, but when I was really, really like, learning the game, and I didn't have the resources, it was a struggle. So basically, man, I mean, what make it unique to me and fun is that, I mean, the car just represent the grind, building the ground up, the struggle, you know, hey, we running, but I ain't really focused on how pretty it is. You know what I'm saying? I just want to win some races. You know what I mean? And then two, I'm bringing that muscle to it because not only the car, we won some races, um, and whatnot, but I build it. I do the work. I sell the parts that's on the car. You know what I'm saying? I sell the wheels. I didn't even put the best wheels on the car. I put some basic wheels, you know, to go with the theme of the car to start off because it's just again to represent starting from the bottom and just working your way up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And,
I didn't put the energy in that like I have done like some of my show cars. You
right.
know what I mean?
Right. And a lot of people who they watch, Big Room Racing on YouTube or they following it on, social media, they feel like that, oh, when you going down the track, oh, it gotta be, fresh paint job and pretty interior
Right.
and all of this stuff. If you sit back and look, and I mean really look at a lot of these real race cars, some of these cars is not full interior cars. They're
Nah.
bloody roll cage, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nothing in there but the driver's seat. And a lot of people
Right.
see that side of the race car side of it. Like they see,
Right.
I think the video that broke out, that made people like I would say that made it think that way was when Dunkmaster first dropped, and it was him and CC. They was at
Yep.
I think it was Bet 96 cookout,
Yeah.
the cookout when Dunkmaster
Yeah.
burned out with the top down, full gut.
Yeah.
To the
Yeah.
world, that's what Big Rim Racing was. You know,
Right. Exactly.
they ain't get to see the like you say the ground up the struggle bills. You know what I'm saying?
Right. 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 Yeah. Like people when they think of Dark Master, they just know the Z06.
Right.
They don't know when he had, I think it was when it was the green 73. I think it was green 73.
I think that was
You know what I'm saying?
Cocaine Cowboy, something like that. I think that was the name of the car.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. They don't remember that. You know what I'm saying? They don't remember, some of the other cars he had when he was racing or whatnot. You know what I mean? They just know the Z06.
Right.
But I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's the struggle. I mean, hey, we had to come up from somewhere, man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Given us coming up from the struggle, you prefer the track or the street?
Man, the track all day long. And I'm gonna say that because for one, safety is number one, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? You on the street, it's dangerous, man. You know what I mean? It's dangerous. I'm a businessman, so at the end of the day, I'm not gonna jeopardize, my livelihood, behind running on the street. You know what I mean? For one, and if you have a fast car, you know that the street is not gonna hold it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And me, if I'm on a race,
Keyword on if.
huh?
Keyword on if.
You said, oh yeah, if, exactly. And so So, I know when I run my, when I play with it on the street, she getting wicked.
Right.
She's going sideways, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
And so, however, and then too, like if I'm racing, I want to be able to clock. I want to know what I want to know what I'm doing, man. You know what I mean? I need to know. I mean, 'cause that's to me, that's what racing is about. It's like running that pass, looking at your time slip, and seeing what you did right and what you did wrong, seeing what the car like and what the car don't like.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's a big part of racing.
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely. I see, and I've noticed this. You know what I'm saying? Like to the racing side of it, I'm gonna say I'm gonna say 3 years in. I started looking
Right.
at racing probably. I'm gonna say when I met Trap, like when me and Trap
Okay.
finally locked in like this, like that's when things kind of like skyrocketed off and me kind of taking racing seriously and stuff like that, but or at least
Right.
respect for it, and like I said, a lot of people don't even know this, but I sat back watching like Butt Naked Go Fast on Gas. A lot of people don't even know that like
Hmm.
my uncle in real life. So
Oh, for real? Okay.
yeah, so like with that, like I sat back and watched him. I watched his son Q, watching them
Mm.
race all the time. So it's like me, it's like now it's almost like, well, here, now it's your turn to try to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
That love and that respect and that drive come in. That you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Go fast. He's a good guy, man.
most definitely.
He tell him he owed me a race though.
Oh, he
I want
definitely,
I want I want my face back.
he
He
definitely,
got me in Darlington.
he definitely looking forward to it. Matter of fact,
Yeah.
I went by the shop today. I had to go pick this up. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh, for real?
I
Okay.
I went by the shop today and me and him was, you know what I'm saying, kicking it, talking about, racing and stuff like that. And one of the
Uh-huh.
things he did say, he was like, now, junkyard box, oh yeah, he could get it any day of the week. So I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look,
I like that.
I put it out there. You know what I'm saying? 2024 could be
Right.
the season.
I like that.
Dez, what's happening, my boy? I see Dez jumped on here. Paris jumped on here. Uh, Jay Stroke
What's
was
up, fellas?
y'all. The real G body. What's happening with y'all?
Oh
All
yeah, we got the whole squad up in
oh
there.
yeah, I see it. You know what I'm saying? Who you think said it? Who you think said that, Dez? But so how you with you being in big rim racing now? How you feel about the culture, man? Versus the small tire.
Um, man, honestly, I love where it's going. You know what I mean? I love where it's going. I mean, it's fun. So it's a little bit more strategic. It's hard. It's easy to run on the small tire. Naturally because you can get traction easy and go. But this is more strategic, man. It's more fun. We bringing the style to the track. We looking good, bringing the style to the track, and we trying to put this power down. And you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's fun. I love it, man. I love it.
What would you say about coming to the track on wheels? What would you say is like? I'm gonna say like, what do you love most about? You know what I'm saying? Like big rim racing, as far as like once you mount them wheels up on the car and you pulling that on the stage lane, like mentally, like what do you like most about it?
That you got people in the stands that have that. If this is their first time seeing it, they're automatically they're thinking that it's not gonna do anything. They're thinking like, nah, the car ain't that fast on Rams until you show them, until you do it,
Right,
and they see that car go down there, then they shock, and then they want to know how you do it. You know what I mean?
right. Where would you like to see the culture go? You know what I'm saying? Moving forward from where we at now.
Man, more mainstream, man. Just more mainstream, for real, for real. Really like to see more unity, more mainstream. Um, man, I feel like it's a lot. We have a lot. I feel like all of us that's in the culture have a lot to show, a lot to give. There's a lot of entertainment involved, man. And so I feel like for it to become more mainstream, more televised. Man, I think you know that's needed, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah. I like to see, as far as the big room culture, I would like to see more. One thing, I gotta shout this out, and I'm not saying it just because he on the live, but what this man did in big room racing with the
Hmm.
past year, I have not seen nobody else pull this off or even do this. But Dez and Stedman with,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, building Team Carnage and
yeah,
bringing a group of guys with the same, you know what I'm saying, drive.
yeah,
And it ain't about, oh, my car is, I'm the big dog and then this person the big dog. It's about a brotherhood of people coming together. You ain't Before they came, you did not see a lot of people in big room race.
mm-mm.
It was more so about, I'm this person, this my ego,
Right,
this my person. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was
right,
like you know what, bro? Like, I understand my car might not be as fast as yours is, but let me
hmm,
help you get it there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't see that.
right,
You definitely
right. And it's funny, it's crazy that you say that because I was talking to Stead last week, and I said the same thing. I brought it up how with him and Dez and Scooby, how they teamed up, and we're talking about they're from totally different areas.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
right,
And they're coming together, traveling, and they going to races and winning together. You know what I
right,
mean? And that's big. That is needed, and that's what's going to get the big realm culture where we need to go. You know what I mean?
right, right.
That type of teamwork.
Most definitely, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? What he saying? And they exactly. He said it right there. And they support all the events. You got a lot of people in
Yeah,
big rim racing that will not show up to an event all because, oh, I don't like this person that's throwing it, or I don't like one of them people that say they're supposed to be there, bro. It ain't about that. It's about, you know what? My car fast. Let me see if your car faster than mine. Let me see what you're talking about. That, at the end of the day, that's what it boiled down to.
yeah,
It might be a little discrepancies as far as how the shootouts be ran sometimes, but
right.
at the all respect, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, we all come here to do one thing. And I ain't come here
Yeah,
to get a bunch of dudes to like me. You ain't. I'm pretty sure if you come here for that, you came here for the wrong reasons.
yeah, for sure. And man, honestly, I've been to different shootouts, man, and every shootout ain't everything ain't always be what you want it. You know what I mean? Like, the
Right,
payout may not be what you want. The turnout may not be what you want. I mean, it's not gonna be everything's not gonna be what you want, but man, if you got a love for this game, man, let's race, man. Let's race.
right,
Um, I mean, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to race, man, for real. So, I mean, like, I've been in shootouts where we had 10 cars, well, 9 cars in the shootout, and we about to race, and I got a bow run, and the 10th car show up, and they say, well, look, you know, we got the 10th car show up, and if you say he can't race, you stick at your bow run, and we can go on. But if you want to race, you can race him. And I'm like, man, listen, tell them line up, let's race.
right.
And you know what I mean? And look, and lost. I lost because he had a big block. I had my small block, and I lost. But that's what I came for. We came to perform, man. Came to
Having
race.
fun.
So
You know what I'm saying? It's
yeah,
really about, a lot of people, like, they slept on the fact, or they had a lot of slick talk to talk about when I jumped up there and put my car on the track. I knew for a fact that my car won't fast. I knew for
you was having fun,
I was
man.
out there having fun. You know what I'm saying? Learning the track, learning, and I gotta shout out Jay,
Right,
because Jay, when we was at the track that day, I learned a lot from him. Like, him teaching
right,
me on, oh yeah, get your RPMs up. Even though I knew my car won't fast, it's the
right,
knowledge part of it that's like, all right, I know that when my car gets to this point, I know where to ride with it from here. I'm not scared of it. You know what I'm saying?
fact,
A lot of
right,
people build cars, they overbuild a car, and then they too scared to drive it. That's why you got to get somebody. That's why you get all of these drivers coming in that, and people don't want
right,
to try their own shit because they done built too much car for what they can have.
right,
You know what I'm saying? And
right,
with that, I'm not even pointing no fingers at nobody. I'm not, you know what I'm saying, slandering nobody that do that. You know what I'm saying? But
right, right.
you know what I'm saying? It's run what you brung. You know what I'm saying? That's how
Exactly.
it came up. Sean T, what's happening? My car slow, man. Hey, props to a lot of these people up here, man.
Yeah, look, he was the belt holder for how long? He held the belt for how long?
Sheesh. But look, you know
Yeah,
something that's funny? Look, I'm gonna let it be known that now we over here talking. You know, for the longest time, bro, I used to confuse child support with it's another car from Florida. And I swear to
yeah,
God, they look just alike. I'm
yeah.
talking about same
Pillsbury old car.
paint job.
Pillsbury car.
I swear to God, I was like, bro, he racist. And I was like, that nigga live in Virginia, man. Hell no, that nigga from Florida.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yep.
out of all the tracks and shootouts, you know what I'm saying, that you've been in as far as the culture, which track would you say is I say the best one that you've been to so far?
Hands down, so far, um, had to be Darlington Dragway, man.
Oh, that
Hands down. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you why, man. It's something about Darlington that's a little bit different from all the other tracks I've been to. You know, from even from Maryland all the way down. I want to because it's like, for one, the crowd. The crowd is live.
oh yeah, definitely.
It's loud. It's like, to me, and I mean, everybody got their own opinion, but to me, it's like Madison Square Garden. You know what I'm saying? As
Definitely.
far as, you know what I'm saying? So the crowd is live. Um, the show out. I mean, it's just even the lights, down to the lights, man. When you come through under the tower, and you under the tower, and that's when you under that tower, like, yo, it's about to get serious. We about to
Right.
get it on.
Right.
And when you come out of that tower, man, you got all the cameras and all the people, in the burnout box, man. And it's like when you get ready to do that burnout, man, it's just like just a different feel. And then of course the track. Every time I ran there, the track is always right. You know what I mean? And it hooks. It works.
When I went to, I think and it was kind of funny how all of that happened too, because when we went down there to Darlington for this past Fast and Flashy, I wasn't
Mm.
even supposed to go. It just,
Oh, for real?
you know what
Okay.
I'm saying, I ran up on a lucky day, got a phone call, was like, hey, you want to go? I'm like, shit, all right, man, all right.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
down there, and then JB threw in a word, you know what I'm saying? And next thing
Yeah.
I know, I'm at the starting line getting footage. I'm like, bro, it couldn't have worked out any better. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm gonna tell you something. That's another thing about Darlington too, is I want to say the last few big events that they've had down there, the weather was bad, right?
Uh,
We get there in the middle of the day, the weather's bad, like it's pouring down, raining, and that track crew, man, they watching the weather. They're like, look, it's gonna start raining in an hour. Man, as soon as it start raining, they working on the track, working on the track. Man, I don't care if it's 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night.
oh yeah, they don't care. They don't care.
They were like, yo, let's get it on.
Right.
And that's how it was at Fast and Flashy, man. It was a lot of rain. We started racing 9 o'clock at night, and man, the track was right. Like, it was working. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they gonna make sure you race. That's
That
for sure.
prep, I'm gonna tell y'all, like the prep. If you have never stood, it's one thing to sit in the stands and watch these races. It's another
Right.
thing to be standing right there at that burnout box and you standing right there at the tree on that table.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you this: do not, and I repeat, do not wear none of your good shit if you gonna
Oh
stand
no.
up there at that burnout box, because you gonna fuck your shoes slam up.
Yeah.
I learned that the
Definitely.
hard way twice.
Definitely. You have some Jordans on, and the bottom of your shoes gonna have rubber stuck to it.
Man,
Man, they're gonna be stained up so bad.
bro,
Yeah.
trying to tell you, you better bring your work.
Yeah.
Come out there.
I see a lot of victims. I see a lot of victims out there, man,
I think it was
walking on the.
well, I think the worst victim I've seen so far bust their ass was fuck Boost Doctor brother. I think it's his brother or his uncle.
Oh,
Debo, bro.
Debo.
When I watch, bro, I ain't one to pick on old people or nothing like that. But when I saw that,
Yeah,
bro, I couldn't do nothing but bust out laughing.
man.
Cause that's
Hey,
hilarious.
it'll get you, man.
So for any of the new racers that's coming out, or people who want to race, you know what I'm saying? What's some advice that you would give to them as far as like joining the culture or trying to even get into racing, period?
Man, I'm just gonna say be patient and pace yourself. It's that simple because basically we all have different motives, we all have different agendas, um, we all have different situations, different lives and lifestyles.
Right.
Everybody got an opinion. Ain't nobody. There's no two cars built the same. And basically what happens is you build something. Everybody got something to say. Um, they go. Everybody gonna feel like you should do something this way or that way. Do what's best for you. Can't nobody count your money. You know what I'm saying? Spend your money how you need to spend it. But be patient. Because one thing about this race game, man, it's addictive, man. It's worse than a drug. Because once you get that taste to go fast, you want to go faster and faster, man. And you'll get to the point where you'll spend whatever you got to spend to get that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's just what it is. But a lot a lot of people fall victim to going, taking other people's advice, or how can I say it? Like I say, just listening to other people. You should have did this, you should have did that. People that don't even have a car. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just be patient. Just be patient and just pace yourself, man. Do what works for you.
Right. Right.
Mm.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Like I'll say this about my car, like I said, I'd have been around here for like at least 2, 3. I'd have been building that box for 3 years and counting.
Mm-hmm.
If I had took the time to slow down and listen to what people were telling me at first, me being headstrong is how my car looked and performed the way that it did at JB show at the Grudge Retreat. And that's
Right.
because a lot of people know me, like I come from the car show side of the car world. Is, you know what I'm saying, big rims, loud music, ain't too many people going, you know what I'm saying, fast on the street like that. And then to
Right.
come on the racing side, it's like, oh damn, it ain't even about all that. Like you just, you know,
Right.
having fun. And people go from a lot of people, which I noticed this, I call them trophy takers. You know what I'm saying? They go to the
Mm-hmm.
car show side and, oh, I'm winning best old school, best car, best this, that, the third. And then you jump on the racing side and find out the shit don't work that way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. Right.
now what? Now you, oh, you fuck that shit. I don't want da 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 da. Nah, bro, you went it wrong. If you just sit back and watch how shit unfolds, you know what I'm saying? Like, it'll come. Racing ain't going nowhere. Motherfuckers been racing since when Jesus, you know what I'm saying? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Back in Egypt and shit. Like, that shit ain't gonna stop.
Right. Right.
But yeah,
Exactly.
he said, as soon as he's seen it. Hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? I ain't know no better. You know what I'm saying? But I'll say this, though. I'll stand on this business. For a person who has never been on the track other than that day, my reaction time was hitting. Like, the car might have been slow, but that tree timing was there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could definitely say that. Like, I could go in the back and go, I still got the slips in that motherfucker. But yeah, like,
That's what it's all about, though, man. I mean, because man, I mean, that's how you learn. You know what I mean? That's how you learn.
right,
Trial and error. Shoot, look, I was out of the game for 14 years, man. 14 years I hadn't raced. And so when I got back in it, man, my reaction time was slow. I had to, over time, I had to get back in the groove. You know what I mean? It took me a little while to get back in the groove.
right.
But once I got back in the groove, you know what I mean? Like, I cut a decent light.
Oh yeah,
You might catch me. I might snooze every now and then, here and there, every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Depending on, if it's a new track or something like that. But that's what it takes, man. Practice, man.
it's definitely a learning curve, and you know what I'm saying. You got to be patient with it. He said, "Send me your extra time. So I'm trying to see something." Hey, JB, it don't matter whether I'm in a car or on feet. My reaction time will be the same regardless. You better tell them about me. But yeah, so 2024 coming up. What's some events that you got to hit?
2024, man, I'm trying to hit, like, well, really, actually, all the big wheel events, man. I'm trying to be there. all that I can be there for. I can't be there for all of them, but all the ones that I can make, all the big events I'm trying to make. Of course, the local events. We have King of the Street here locally, at Northeast Dragway.
When is that?
Um, huh?
When is that usually?
Usually it's sometime around the beginning of the summer.
Okay.
My man Kenny Bug at Street Music, man. Him and my boy Leroy, with I think it was True Leaf. They normally are the ones that put it together, and usually first it's beginning of the summer, and then sometimes, and there used to be two a year, one in the summer and one in the fall,
Mm.
but I don't know if they're gonna do one or two this year or in 2024, but
Because I want to say they did do two before. Because I remember
mhm.
Trap went down there once or twice that same year with the car. And I remember the first time I didn't hear about it. The second time when I heard about it, I was on the way to work when I found out about it.
Hmm.
So yeah, now I'm thinking about it, I definitely remember, you know what I'm saying? I definitely
Yeah.
remember.
Hey JB, I guess JB said he want to see. Well, you want to see my reaction time? I got a collection of tickets. I'll mail them to you. Oh, but yeah, but as far as events though, of course, other than that, man, other than all the like the race, big wheel race events, and then the local shows and events, of course, I mean, outside of that, your car shows, this year, I think I want to try to, I think I want to put a junkyard box in a couple of shows. You know what I'm saying? This year, take it down to Ross,
I'm actually
and
I'm
and put it on. Take it down to Ross and show up at the Ross show with it, with the new setup that I'm gonna have this year, and then of course, the big stuff like SEMA and PRI, those type of events, man. Of course, I gotta tap in with them events for the networking, man.
right. That's what it's all about is networking.
Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely.
And I'm actually last year I did two shows in the last year. Really it was more like four shows. But I did two car shows myself in the past year. I'm actually currently looking for a venue to try to throw another car show in
Okay.
2024. And actually, I was just sitting right here a minute ago before I even went live. I looked at a recap video of my car show, and I was like, "It definitely throw a better show than that." So as soon as I get a date and a location, I will definitely be sharing it for my car show in 2024. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for that.
Got you. Got you.
So yeah, I guess this will be the last one. What do you think can be done to promote, you know what I'm saying, big rim racing and for the DMV?
Man, I'm gonna say, first of all, we need to have more events.
Right,
We need to have more big wheel events. We do more promoting. Um, I want to shout out to JB on this one because JB, if it wasn't for JB, we wouldn't have when it comes to the local events that we have now in NBA.
right,
Aside from what's going on with street music down here in Northeast, if it wasn't for JB, um, trying to bring that together, man, we wouldn't have as much as we have now. But
right.
we need more, man. We need more events. We need more support from the tracks, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. In this culture, the big rim racing, we're really an outcast in the race world because even when we have these events, they look at us as, especially if we run on the hard tire, they feel like we take up the prep. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I can't sit here and say that it's totally detrimental to the prep, but I mean, if you have if you have street class mod and pro mod, yeah, what's different between us racing on the big rims and a Mustang on the street tire you know what I'm saying?
No different.
There you go.
And
There you go. So we need more support from the tracks. Stop looking at us like, we're outcasts. Um, And then the people with and the guys with these cars, you need to race your cars.
Definitely.
We have these events and nobody show up. Nobody want to lose. Man, let's race. Let's have fun. Bring the cars out and let's have fun. Let's race.
Right.
That's what it's going. That's what it's going to take.
And I didn't realize something. It was brought to my attention when we was at the last Grudge Retreat, and I didn't pay attention to it until somebody said it. But as far as the DMV goes, Virginia goes, there are a lot of old school cars with motors in them.
A whole lot.
They will pull up to the car show, or pull up to the racetrack, but they won't race their car.
They won't race.
It's a show car, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And a lot of people that they get it confused when they see a bunch of old school cars there. They assuming that, they pulled up on big rims, they're gonna race. A lot of them just there just to say I brought my old school out.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm talking about old schools with big motors, man, making power.
Right. Most definitely.
But you gotta race, man. I can go down the line. There's a lot of cars that come out for these local events, but they won't come out to travel. Like, this is what I feel. I feel like, we hit these local events, man, and we see what we got. We build a team, and man, let's go out of town. Let's go to Florida. Let's go to Georgia. Let's go to South Carolina. Let's take our team down there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But a lot of guys won't travel, man. That's why I'm gonna tell you somebody that will travel. Ace, get you right.
Oh yeah.
Get you right, go travel.
Yeah, gas is an option to him.
Huh?
I said gas is not a question. He don't care.
Yeah, he don't care about no gas. He don't care about no gas. He'll travel. And then and like I said, then you guys, the brokerage racing guys, man. Child support and G and the G body. Them boys will travel, man. They'll go somewhere, and they riding. Their cars run.
I'm trying to get my boy Sean T to jump off the porch. I think my cousin got him on a leash, but
tell him come out.
He gotta get that car out there too. Like, and I talk real highly about that car. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just seen that car on the street, and I just seen the track videos. That car ain't no slouch either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But most definitely, we need, you know what I'm saying, a lot more. We need a lot more supports from the track. And I know now I will say this because a lot of people don't. I'm not gonna say they don't know about it, but the big rim side don't get promoted as much about it at this event. They do have it, but it's just not broadcasted like that. But when JB do Capital Punishment, which is usually in April, like the last weekend of April, they have a big rim shootout there too. Just like at the Grudge Retreat, it was a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, they made their own shootout. You know what I'm saying? They made their own situation. We can pull up to any track and do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, all it takes is networking and us coming together. Once they see enough of us, they gotta let us, all right, like, here y'all go, y'all got your own event.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it'll be a ricochet effect. It's gonna go from VMP to Maryland, Colonial Beach or Capitol, you know what I'm saying, down to like how they saying Rockingham and Fayetteville. It's gonna keep trickling down until the point where it's gonna be like, damn, it's a big rim event up here like every fucking weekend.
Right. And so this was so crazy. The big rim events is going to bring the people.
Right.
It's going to bring the crowd, man.
Most definitely.
I've never seen a big rim event that didn't bring a crowd. You know what I mean?
Right. And I think the first big rim race that I went to was Fast and Flashy. This was like because I went with Candy Lack and Mandy and them, and I want to say that was like 2016. And seeing when I went to that, and then they had Carolina versus the World in Rockingham. I think that was like my second big rim event. Like, to go to that, it was like, bro, the culture is, we need more support. We need, you know what I'm saying? We need that one good spark to set it off.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Big Rim, as far as the DMV is concerned, because everybody in Georgia know about Big Rim racing, Florida, you know,
Right.
Alabama, all of that. But when you start coming up, like from North Carolina up, it's almost like we get faded out. Like, oh, well, they know Scooby, you know what I'm saying? They know.
Yeah.
You know,
Could that man gonna run? That man ain't scared to run.
Yeah. Like, just like,
you know what I mean?
I'm going to say this, even though I'm pretty sure he's going to say that his car not a race car. But that motherfucking car got a nigga in it. Lead, not follow. He got a motor in that goddamn car. And I done seen that car get crazy. But he let them tell it it's not a race car. But it's definitely a contender, though. You know what I'm saying? It could be a contender.
Right. But man, that's what it's gonna take, man. It's gonna take us, you know, to get out here. Everybody got a car, man. Get out here and put these cars out. There's a lot of cars in the woodworks at VA, Maryland. Man, we just gotta get these cars out of here, man. There's a lot of cars in the 7 cities, period.
Right.
They just need to get out here and have fun, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Get out here, let's have fun. Man, it ain't about, and this was so crazy. And this is why I'm not scared of racing, why I don't mind running. It's not about who's the fastest. When I brought the junkyard box out, I had a 383, man. Nobody's running 383 in big wheel racing.
Nobody.
I built something that I just had laying around, and I just wanted to have fun and be competitive. And that little 383 was carrying the front wheels. I got videos. It was actually carrying. I carried the front wheels at VMP off the gate. You know, it's off the line with a little small block, and the car was very consistent. So, long as I cut a good light and shifted on my time at the right RPM, hey, my car stayed consistent. You know what I mean? And so you can win a race off of consistency, not speed.
Child support, you couldn't have said it any fucking better. We need to have fun again. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people that got to the point of, if you ain't got, I'm going to use this for example, if you ain't got a 3V or you ain't got, you know what I'm saying, the high dollar shit that you ain't doing nothing right. Hey, bro, I done watched racing enough to know. I done watched the motherfucking Honda Civic then take shit out the motherfucking gate. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't about how much you spend on it. It's about, bro, what configuration can you put together? And
your combination.
That's going to determine whether you're going to win or not.
Your combination. So, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, man, look, so for instance, the last race I raced, the last Truck or Treat, I came out there, I was supposed to rematch against Butt Naked. You know, Rose Gold. And my nitrous was supposed to be hooked up, but my nitrous wasn't hooked up because we had some issues trying to get everything hooked up and try to get everything working like it was supposed to. So, you know, I came out there, you know, just natural aspirated. But for real, I came out there, man, really, I ain't gonna say unprepared, but I didn't have no guns. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I still race. You know, so that's, I mean, you know, I just, like I say, man, you know, I don't know. I can't speak for everybody, but I feel like if we all just get out there and just have fun and race,
and
you know, this thing will grow.
You already know it's your boy CC, man, and I will whip Caviar, man. And you want all the best tastes of the whips, you know, Chevy's, Ford, all different type of variety of tastes. You gotta cut to the Caviar, man. Y'all already know who whipping up the best, man. My boy Whip Caviar got the best videos. He do it right. He keep it all neutral. He be everywhere like he supposed to be. Y'all never be there, so y'all gotta use him to get there. And my boy Whip Caviar, man, so all we do is put the caviar on the plate for you guys who ain't great. Because my dog is doing his thing, and he don't stay in his place because he makes sure he have a biggest plate of caviar. But shout out to my boy Whip Caviar, man. Remember, the taste bud got to be good, like Caviar, and my boy got it for you.
You feel me? JTK Customs all day long, you feel me? 1800 Old Winslow Road, y'all about to come feel you tripping if you ain't. Tripping if you ain't, nigga.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?